Kimchi versus Dexter. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Balance is very important in video games. And I don't mean gameplay balance or balanced characters. This game has neither anyway. I'm talking about balance in the games that games like this choose to copy. I guess it's like rip-off balance, I guess. And it's fine to copy an awesome game as long as you do something that makes it unique and adds your own stamp, and as long as 100 other games haven't already done so. That's rip-off balance. You don't want to over-clone a game, but there are actually games that could stand to be cloned more often, and one of them is Smash Brothers. And that's why I'm so blown away by at least the concept behind Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. This game is one of the very few to rip off Smash Brothers, and it proudly and flagrantly does so. It's just a shame that the cloning stopped at the conceptual level. So Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion arrives on the Nintendo 3DS with an awesome title and an awesome premise. This is a blatant, unapologetic Smash Brothers clone, only with a roster of Cartoon Network characters instead of Nintendo mascots. And I don't know who came up with that idea, but they deserve a solid, palm-stinging high five. That is brilliant. Unfortunately, that's where the brilliance of Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion goes flying off the screen. So the basic idea is you're playing as a variety of Cartoon Network stars. Everyone from Dexter and the Powderpuff Girls to even newer stars like Chowder. Now, loyal Undertoads may be familiar with my disdain for most modern animation, but I actually really like Chowder. So, write that down. I don't hate everything that's, post-1945. So, I was thrilled to see Chowder, I was happy to see gameplay that rips off Smash Brothers, and I love the freaking title. So what's the problem with Punch Time Explosion? Well, it's that the execution is a huge disappointment. It's like someone came up with this great idea, but it had to be rushed out the door as quickly as possible. Rushed development of a licensed game. Imagine that.
Oh, moving platforms! This episode is heating up. Time your jumps carefully. Your double jump should really come in handy here.
The first problem is, instead of being focused on the multiplayer, the game is actually centered around its single player. You have to play through its boring adventure mode if you want to unlock all the characters and content for its multiplayer mode, which is the game's best feature. It's a really unfortunate design choice that keeps the best parts of Punch Time Explosion away from you. It's like dangling a carrot. I'm not a rabbit, damn it! And speaking of the single-player mode, the game's second issue is that mode sucks. Implementing fighter controls into a side-scroller doesn't even work all that well in a Smash Brothers game, let alone Punch Time Explosion. Movement is imprecise, and the combat just doesn't translate very well into a platforming environment. Now, fortunately, the multiplayer mode is better, but again, it's like the Smash Brothers influence only went so far as the concept. In execution, it's honestly not even close. You're still dealing damage to send opponents flying off the screen, but the combat is a real letdown. It's a lot slower and a lot less nuanced, and the level designs don't do much to help. They're just way too simple, too repetitive, and unlike Smash Brothers levels, they actually tend to get in the way of combat rather than facilitate strategy or anything like that. Throw in its awkward controls and poor 3D implementation, you've got a huge disappointment on the 3DS. And it's really a shame too, because I love the idea of a Cartoon Network Smash Brothers clone, but unfortunately Punch Time Explosion falls off the screen before it even throws a punch.